What up, Mustangs? It's a big day here at SMU. And for those of you who don't know, today is signing day. Head coach Chad Morris will hold a special press conference in Lloyd-All Sports Center at 3:30, addressing the media and welcoming his new class. One doctor has the secret to getting a good night's sleep. And I'll tell you all about it when we come back. We'll be here all weekend, keeping you up to date with everything happening in the tournament. But first things first, while we were up in the air, somebody got an award. Good afternoon, and we have breaking news from the SMU football program. I'm Demetrio Teniente. The Mustangs find June Jones' successor and former Clemson offensive coordinator Chad Morris. A news conference is happening right now announcing Morris as SMU's new head football coach. We'll bring you more from that news conference shortly, and once again, Chad Morris will be SMU's new head football coach.
6'7", 305 pounds, can't teach size, and he's going to get stronger from here on out.
I wish they could teach size, man. I could use it. Someone come teach me, I'd be 6'7". One of my first things was this is the first time that I really noticed that SMU doesn't defend against the three really well. And we said it earlier, ECU is hitting all kinds of three-pointers, and you know, Larry Brown wasn't happy with their three-point defense either. If passed, the bill would allow licensed individuals to carry firearms into grocery stores, pharmacies, or anywhere else in public. Well, I gotta tell you, Scott, even when they were down early, I was never worried, and that's coming from me as unbiased as I possibly can be. I mean, I've always felt that they were going to make a run and they were going to get back into the game. And, I mean, we've seen it all year long, and that's been the motif of this season. I said motif. The FC Dallas Academy began the stretch run of the 2014 season with a double match weekend at the Toyota Soccer Center against Development Academy teams from Colorado. We'll talk about it next on your FC Dallas Academy Update presented by Chase. And next week, we'll be back on our normal time with a new edition of Press Pass called Coffee with Coaches. I'll sit down with men's golf coach Jason Enlow, and if you guys know someone who teaches height, tell them to get in touch with me. I could definitely use their help. Mallory, what's the craziest way you have ever pulled out a loose tooth? Well, you should have used a muscle car. That's what this one dad did. Oh man, well it did the trick.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got like no teeth though. Oh goodness.
Oh, the build up to this
Every
is just
time it looks like it's gonna hurt again. Yeah.
Man, you know, I don't know. I'm all for muscle cars and everything, but I don't know if this is what they're intended for. No matter where you go, books are expensive. And the more books you need, the more it will cost you. And that's why Dallas community colleges have signed new contracts with their bookstores, significantly lowering textbook prices.
The price of textbooks has always been an issue. So what we have done, and that our trustees have approved, is to remove the commission from the sale of textbooks in our Follett bookstores on all of our college campuses, which is going to save all of our students 10 to 14% when they go in to buy their textbooks.
The new textbook prices will take effect on April 1st in all Dallas County community colleges. What do you think this means just for students that are coming to community colleges?
This means that they'll be able to purchase books at their school and be able to fund their schools instead of having to go to online sources and you know, it defeats the whole purpose of a textbook.
I think it's a good development for our students. I know that even when I was a college student myself, I struggled to pay for textbooks. So I think this is a good opportunity for students to be able to afford textbooks and not have to worry about paying $200 for a paperback textbook they're not going to use next year.
Cheaper books are great, but colleges will need to make up that commission somewhere.
Students and anyone who goes to any of our bookstores at our colleges are going to still pay a commission on what they call spirit items, such as t-shirts and mugs with logos on them, anything that's college oriented, and any non-textbook. If you wanted to go in and buy a bestseller on the New York Times list, you would pay a commission on that.
It may be April Fool's, but these new textbook prices are no joke. For SMU TV, I'm Demetrio Teniente. What's up, Mustangs? It is my sincere pleasure to introduce Jason Enlow. He is our first guest on Coffee with Coaches and what we hope to be a fantastic show. Coach, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Larry Brown, you know, he's a few years older than me, and he seems to be doing real well. So who knows? Who knows?
As long as he's going, you're still going?
I mean, I hope so.
Now, when I look at kind of everything that you've done here, and I see how long you've been coaching here and the amount of hours that go in behind that, You wouldn't be doing it unless you really love doing it. So how did you,
That's true.
So
That's true.
how did you get into coaching? All right, so that's the first episode of Coffee with Coaches. Be sure to tune in next week when we'll have another coach and we'll be drinking some more coffee. I'm Demetrio Teniente. Stay classy. With tax season around the corner, the IRS is warning homeowners about a sophisticated batch of phone scam artists. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo has agreed to restructure his contract for this upcoming season. Before restructuring, Romo was set to count $27.8 million against Dallas's salary cap. The restructure will free up $12.8 million in cap space this season, and the Cowboys needed to free up space in order to re-sign linebacker Rolando McClain, the incoming draft class, and to help pay for defensive lineman Greg Hardy's contract if he meets certain incentives built into his contract. Can the SMU football team win a game in the 2014 season? Well, that's the biggest question heading into this Saturday's road matchup with UConn. And this is a really big deal because this is Chad Morris's first recruiting class at SMU. It's a very exciting thing. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. These high schoolers have kept us very busy these past few weeks, and it's very exciting to finally be wrapping everything up.